play with Phoenix Firestar. Yeah, we're gonna play a little more grinding, just a little bit more when we get those last couple levels on the last couple guys before I run over and fight Lieutenant Surge here. Which I guess I don't technically have to, since I got cut. The only one I have to fight is, I think, Koga. Because he gives Surf. And maybe find another one who gives Strength. All the monies. And still no level up. How much more do you need? 755. Ugh, seems like a lot. I don't think you should be playing with the earbud piece. No, my cat managed to find a earbud like pod or something, like a little plastic bit on the end of the earbud, or a replacement piece for it. And she was rolling that around on the floor. All the coins. Yeah, hypnosis. Stop it, Drowsy. Oh, come on. You just woke up, Meowth. There, finally. Yes, thank you, phone. I know I am streaming. Oh no, you lowered my attack, which is very great on Generation 1 Weepin' Bell. So most of its attacks are special. Of course. Hi, baby. I have about 1 to 2 more battles. Oh, critical hit. 1 HP left. You better finish them off, Venus. Okay, and then doing one switch should finish it off. Ooh. There we go. Bam, bam. Well, I figure after I do Pokemon Crystal, I'll probably do Coliseum, and then XD Gales of Darkness, and then I'll do Pokemon Emerald. Whew. Because I think that's the order in the games in which you can play and not have to worry about knocking anything out before you shiny hunt it. And then Platinum will have to be it, because all of those, all Generation 4 games there require you to fight legendaries before you can really get into the shiny hunting. You know, before you hit the Elite Four. But Platinum is the only one that, if you fight the Elite Four, it resets the legendary encounters that you've knocked out. Going back on what I said about the Pokemon series not really being open world, I guess the world kind of gets open once you beat Misty, because you have access to all the gyms except for 2 of them after beating Misty. That being Blaine's gym, which requires you to fight Koga first, and Giovanni's gym. But other than that, you'll be able to reach just about everywhere. Hello, and welcome to the stream. Oh, nothing much, just a snow day in, doing a little bit of streaming, playing Pokemon for my Master Dex challenge. How are you doing? Oh, critical. Come on. Well, the Master Dex challenge was a challenge that was initially issued by Birdkeeper Toby, who streams or who does YouTube videos, mainly pretty much strictly Pokemon content. Um, in one of them, he proposed a version of the Living Dex as a challenge. The Living Dex being you actually own every individual species of a Pokemon, at least one copy of each. But for this one, there'd be certain restrictions and requirements for each Pokemon to have before you can add them to that collection. One of the requirements is that all Pokemon come from their native region, with the exception of a few of them. Like, I think Clefairy and Jigglypuff had to come from the Starlight Path, I think it is, or Moonlit Path on the Pokewalker. Mythic and Legendaries are excluded, or Mythics are excluded. Any of the event Pokemon, because they're just saying as long as you got them, you're fine. Like Latios and Latios have to come from the Eon ticket from Ruby, Sapphire, and Emerald. All Generation 1 Pokemon must come from Kanto's Red, Blue, Yellow Virtual Console game. However, you are allowed to breed them in Generation 2 Virtual Console games, trade them back to 1, and then pass them up through 1. Because that was the only way, to really get all of them. And then, I think Ho-Oh and Lugia have to come from Colosseum and Gale of Darkness. There's other little exceptions there to coming from their original region. But that's basically the whole idea of the challenge, was to have you play through every game and get Pokemon from their native regions and create a Living Dex that not only has every Pokemon from their native region, but also every variation on a Pokemon. That includes gender variants, like how male Venusaur has like a little seed that sticks out of the top of its plant and the female does not. You gotta have both a male and female Venusaur. As long as there's a visible difference. Then, of course, there's a shiny version of the challenge, which I plan to do eventually, but I'm really trying to go back and do all these, just the plain ones first, and then go back and do the shiny one later. Yeah, so for this challenge, essentially what I'm doing, though, is I'm going back and I'm going, okay, I'm just going to get every Pokemon from their native region, and I'm going to try to train them all up to their highest evolution, at least. Like, at first I was going to go, okay, well, I'm going to train them until so that they're all the same level and just keep training all of them. And that started to dawn on me around Gym 3 of Generation 1 that would not be really possible until later generations, where you start getting the good experience alls. Alright, and that's all Pokemon at level 25, so I can go fight Lieutenant Surge now. because like when I play these games, I generally put like a level cap on how high my Pokemon should be for each gym. Like level 10 for the first one, 20 for the second, and then just 5 more levels for every gym after. It's usually about where I want to aim when it comes to this. So I'll keep Graveler with me. Yeah, like my problem is like over grinding though does tend to make me tired. Like my mind kind of like shuts off. I start drifting, but so usually what I end up doing is I end up trying to I usually watch something when I play Pokemon. So like if I'm trying to grind on these without having something on in the background, I kind of start to drift off once in a while. Let's see, who else should I take with me? It's Nidorino. Okay. This will be my team for Lieutenant Surge. Oh wait, but I need a Pokemon that knows Cut on me. I knew I'd forget. But yeah, it's just something so I can keep myself from, under leveling, and something I try to keep myself from also over leveling if I'm not paying attention too much. Like I don't usually care if I'm like just trying to make sure I catch every Pokemon possible on a route. Yeah, so my plan with this is I'm going to be playing this one, then Pokemon Crystal, and then I'll be doing Colosseum and then Gale of Darkness, and then doing Pokemon Emerald. That way I can trade, the Pokemon from Colosseum and Gale of Darkness back into Emerald. And have the Pokemon from other regions. Thank you for the follow. I appreciate it. Wow, surprised me. Now, if I can walk around these trash cans, jeez. And I'll probably mostly be focusing on Pokemon for a while on my streams. I've done other games, like I've done Hitman and Hitman 1 specifically, with the new Trinity. And I've done Assassin's Creed Odyssey and all that. But right now, because of my work schedule and the fact that my kid often comes in here and hangs out when I'm streaming, or he at least has the option to, I'm trying to keep the games more rated so he can sit in here and watch and me not have to scoot him away so he doesn't see some dude get decapitated. Fried. Hans Moldman is evolving. Yeah, I'm also trying to just make sure I fill up the Pokedexes as much as possible in these games, because I want to try and 100% each of the Pokedexes, if at all possible. And, doing Colosseum and Gale of Darkness first allows me to get those Kanto and Johto Pokemon. A lot of, not all of them, but most of them. Without having done this and then turn right around and do Fire Red and Leaf Green. Yeah, my current schedule just doesn't really allow me much time to play like late enough that he'll be asleep or. And this is the same reason really why I don't have a set streaming time, which I know I should, but I can't commit to specific times when work does not give me specific times in which I work. And I tried talking to work about this, and they're like, well, we need you when you need you, and, work comes first. Well, you look at that, a pint-sized challenger. You've got big and brassy nerves to take me on with your puny power. The Pokemon battle is war. I'll show you, civilian. I'll shock you into surrender. Level 28 Raichu. Dang. Oh, jeez. Critical hit. Oh, he took the time to use the XP. That's good. I could have just done this from the beginning, probably, and not had to worry about it. But I wanted to give the others a chance, too. Whoa, you're the real deal, kid. Fine then, take the Thunder Badge. Thunder Badge cranks up your Pokemon speed. It also lets your Pokemon fly anytime, kid. You're special, kid. Take this. That there's a Thunderbolt. Teach you to an electric Pokemon. Alright, here's to Hans Molman. I can get Squirtle now, too. Alright. Well, that's over with. To be honest, I'll probably never use Hans Moleman again. Not that I don't like Doug Trio, but yeah. Let's see. I want to take Ember with me. That's 5, and I'm going to run out here and grab Squirtle. You have the Thunder Badge? You must be a good trainer. I just caught a Squirtle that was always getting into mischief. You should take good care of it. Let's call you Sheldon. Squirtle, that tiny turtle Pokemon. And that means I can up my Dex count to now being 49. And again, I'm not carrying anyone that knows cut with me again, am I? Dang it. I'm really glad they got rid of this whole HM thing. Oh, speaking of, there's something I need to go back and do. I need to use Cut to go back to Mount Moon, catch a Clefairy, then go over here and trade it for a Mr. Mime. But fine, I'll teach it to Rose. I didn't want to. Let's just forget Tackman, I guess. Ugh, I hate HMs. They're such a bother. Okay, yeah, that's not gonna work. Yay! Sheldon's level 11 now. Hey, thanks for the follow, Zarin Mac. I appreciate it. Woo, level 12 now. So many Diglett. How do you like that? You're gonna dig on me, I'm just gonna leave. You know, it's funny. There's a event coming out where they're going to give away for the 25th anniversary of Pokemon. They're going to be giving out a Pikachu that knows the move Sing. And I find it funny because there was a rumor going around that if you had your Pikachu listen to this Jigglypuff sing its song like 100 times or something stupid, it would learn the move Sing. I mean, I never tried it, but I can't imagine that it's true. But I also can't really imagine anyone sitting there for 100 times of Jigglypuff singing that song to test it. Or whatever stupid number that was. I honestly forget. It's been such a long time since I've heard the rumor. Did I really need to stop and heal them again? I don't think I did, but I did anyway. I mean, I suppose if I was playing like another game, like over here, and I just had this one, I just keep repeatedly tapping A. I could do that, I suppose. Because for a while, one of the things I was trying to do to help me stay awake was I had my other DS over here, and I was trying to shiny hunt Celebi on it. Which I'll probably do shiny hunts for the legendaries on these at some point, because I already technically have a lot of these Pokemon from the proper games. I'm just trying to go through and do a proper playthrough with them at the same time. And no, I have all of them from the proper game. And then just replace the ones that I know I need to change them out for. Ugh, Zubats. Yeah, I remember there being all sorts of rumors about the Pokemon games, about if you do this or that, or like the Mew truck. I don't know if people still remember that one a lot or not, but there was like a truck in the game. It was a whole sprite and everything that people assumed that if you move that truck in some way, or did the right thing to the truck, or brought the right thing to the truck, a wild Mew would appear. No, this is an actual DS. It just has a capture card in the back of it. I managed to get this just before they had that whole thing where they were getting on, cracking down on the people who were modifying them to have capture cards. Oh, it's going all right. I'm about a third of the way through filling the Pokedex on this one, so I don't think I'm doing all that bad for 3 badges. So I managed to get this streaming 3DS, though, with a capture card installed on it before they, cracked down and started, destroying the companies for modding the 3DS systems for capture with capture cards. All these Zubats. $69. So I believe it's this next floor down that has the highest chance of encountering a Clefairy. It's still not all that great, but it's higher here. Oh yes, for all their issues, I still absolutely love the old Pokemon games. I own absolutely every one of the main title games. What I'm playing is actual Virtual Console kits, but I actually still have a couple of my original cards for Pokemon Yellow and Pokemon Crystal. I had the other ones. Whether or not I actually still have them anymore or not is another question. Like, Gold, I think, is lost somewhere in the house. I think I might have traded Silver in. And might have done that for Red and Blue too at some point when, they were like, nope, you can't trade your Pokemon up anymore. Which was, Gen 2 into Gen 3. They're like, no, you can't move your Pokemon up to Gen 3. That's impossible. That's a silly idea. Whatever gave you the impression that we never let you do that? So I'm glad they moved them onto a virtual console for the 3DS, because I still actually love playing them. And this lets you actually... Oh yeah, they had some great cartridges. Like, I love some of the Pokemon cartridges. And, like, some of the consoles, too, like this. I love this design. I got another one here that's just a Pokeball. But this one has that's actually a little button you can press. I love it. The button doesn't do anything, but I just love it because, it's a Pokeball button push. And then, like, I have a couple Zelda ones. I think most of my Zelda ones are broken, though. Or have something wrong with them. The only one I haven't really liked is, they put out a, which one was it? Oh, the Let's Go Pikachu and Let's Go Eevee switch. I do not care for it. They could have done so many fantastic things with that switch. I made it so cute, and then it doesn't look like they put any effort onto it. And it saddens me. Though, another thing I've been wanting them to actually do, though, is, now I mentioned this a while ago before people started spreading rumors about it, was the Pokemon Collection, or like the Pokemon Master Collection, with like all the old games emulated for the Switch. Like, I was thinking about them doing something like that, but what I actually was... my suggestion for it, if they were going to do that, was they should release a copy that has Red, Blue, Yellow, Gold, Silver, and Crystal on it as the Game Boy era games, and then do a like advanced era that would have Ruby, Sapphire, Emerald, Fire Red, Leaf Green, and then do two different DS era ones, which would have been Diamond, Pearl, Plat. Oh, there it is. Just what I needed. Ah, come on. Diamond, Pearl, Platinum, Heart Gold, Soul Silver. And then I wanted them to do Black, White, Black and White 2. And then do X, Y, Omega Ruby, Alpha Sapphire for a 3DS era one. And then do Sun, Moon, Ultra Sun, Ultra Moon. Just, you know, all redone for the Switch. As part of, like, the Master Collection. Release them in sets for the different era games. I'd like that. I'd want them to do that. Yeah, I mean, sometimes the originals are a little hard to go back and play again. A lot because, like, you know, the whole... you know, quality of life changes that have been done over the years, and the better graphic style is easier on the eyes and everything. I would... like... one of my problems with first generation now going back is definitely the lack of backpack space kills me in these games. Because the if you've seen the t-shirts by T-Turtle with the little fox going, I could use this later, or whatever it is. That is, like, completely me. Because I like to keep absolutely everything that I pick up. And then this is kind of like, no, you gotta finite backpack space. You gotta go put some stuff back or throw it away. Or I'm like, no, but what if I need it? I need it. Even if I never use it, I need it. I just need to get this thing's HP down a little bit more before I'm going to risk throwing a Pokeball. Just a little bit more. Yeah, this is probably going to take like forever. Okay, I'm probably going to try one Pokeball now since I only got like 2 of them on me because I didn't think to get more Pokeballs before coming over here. I was like, I'm going to try one at halfway and I'll try one a little further down the line. I probably should have thought of this in advance and just not wasted Squirtle's HP on fighting all those Zubat through here just so it could level up. So once it about gets down into the red, I'll probably try my other Pokeball. If that doesn't work, I guess I'm just going to have to go buy more Pokeballs. Oh, no, come on. Yeah, I'm out. I'm gonna have to go get more Pokeballs. Marilyn, take me away. I'm gonna heal up, go back to Pewter City and buy some Pokeballs. Yeah, I'm really glad that they went back and did like they included the Celebi event in the Pokemon Crystal Virtual Console, so that like everyone can get it. Why'd I jump? So that everyone can get it now. And you can even shiny hunt it, which is nice. I mean, I have a shiny Celebi. It's the one from the Pokemon Go event, though. Not the one with the 1 in 8,000 something chance of being shiny. There, 70 Pokeballs. That should be enough. That should catch me a Clefairy. Even if I have to shove it in there. And I will probably have a lot more time for streaming tomorrow. I'm not sure if, the weather keeps up as it is. Everything's going to be closed tomorrow anyway, from the looks of it. So I might not be able to go into work tomorrow. And then I might do more of this. Which would be nice. No, no, I got to save you for the Clefairy. I'm not making the same mistake again. I need to get like one of those what are they? The little like soundboards or whatever or something to switch over to that little scene in Jurassic Park 2, The Lost World, where Ian Malcolm or where John Hammond is like, I'm not making the same mistakes as last time, and Ian Malcolm goes, no, you're making all new ones. Alright, come on, Merlin. You're gonna be grinding that experience for Sheldon until yeah, probably for a while. Oh yay, level 26. I guess you're done, Merlin. He was like, nope, I'll just level up, I'm done with this. Someone else can babysit. Young Sheldon. I am coming for you, Clefairy. And you will be mine, so I can trade you for a Mr. Mime. Well, there's a Paris. The other rare encounter down here. Whoa. I wanted a partial reclining, not full reclining. No, this is a reclining chair, and it shouldn't fall back with me. It's very sturdy. It's just like I have it on partial reclining, and it went back to full recline. It decided to go, and it took me with it. The Zubat. Oh, good. You're not confused anymore. See, I think that is supposed to be like its leg going back or something. I don't know. That it always confused me with the the Ivysaur sprite there, because it always had that. The shoulder part of it looked weird. That's the thing, is Ivysaur doesn't have a tail. Like, see, there's its head, and there's supposed to be the bulb on its back. And then I don't know what this part is. Does it? I mean, like, I think it has like a partial, like, a frog tail kind of thing going on, but it doesn't have like a full on tail or anything as far as I knew. Well, that's really thick to be a vine, though. Like, I can see just, like, low, going back from its eye, I can see, that little bit right there being, like, a leaf. But then there's that dot on the bottom, which I think is supposed to be a spot. And then to the left of that, there's that thing that kind of, like, protrudes out. I don't think that's supposed to be a leaf. I think it's I don't know. Like, is that its, like, arm or something? I don't know. I just don't know. Oh, the lightning bolt-like line? But, I mean, yeah, these were Generation 1 sprites. You can't expect a lot out of them. They're doing the best they could with the technology they had. Yeah, Pokemon Yellow, the front of the sprites always look great. Yeah, the smile on Squirtle, it's always kind of really bothered me. Like, I feel like a turtle shouldn't be able to smile like that. Yeah, I think I see what you mean, though, is that it's that, like, heavy black line with that lighter black line running through it. Like, if you look at the yellow sprite for Ivysaur from the other side, it looks perfectly fine. That's perfectly fine as is. But from behind, though, that's a whole other story. Yeah, it's like back on its hind legs. Well, it had to carry a lot less weight on it when it was an Ivysaur. Red was actually my first Pokemon game. Okay, fully paralyzed. It's not gonna work apparently. Yeah, I got Pokemon Red like the day it came out. I was real excited. I know I've told this story on here before, but I don't think you guys were around to hear that, and it's in the archive somewhere, but I'm not gonna make you guys go looking for it. I told a story about how we were on a family trip down to Tennessee, and we had two cars. One with like my grandparents, myself, my sisters, and then the other car was like my aunt and like I think my cousins and maybe my sisters. I don't quite remember, but I remember I was playing Pokemon Red on the trip up there, and I remember my Charmander evolving and excitedly getting the walkie-talkie and then calling my aunt over the walkie-talkie to tell her that my little Charmander was evolving. And I was so proud of it from growing up. Uh, I am such a dork. Little me was so proud of those little bits and sprite pieces evolving into something new. Oh, look, a Geodude. There actually is something here that Sheldon can probably fairly take care of. Yeah, it's because they didn't release all three at the same time. Yellow is technically like generation 1.5. I mean, they did that with all the games to an extent. Red and Blue released on the Game Boy, whereas Pokemon Yellow released in on the Color. Yes, Pokemon Green was released in Japan as kind of like the definitive edition, I believe. Yeah, like they had Pokemon Red and then Pokemon Green, then Pokemon Yellow, but here Green was supposed to be an upgraded version of their Red and Blue, and then when they were released over here, the games had already been out over there for a while, and they were just releasing Green, so they upgraded our Red and Blue to be like their Green. Or something along those lines, you know? Yeah, it was something along those lines. Like, I think Green was supposed to be like an upgraded version, like with all the latest updates and stuff to the game. And then we got our Red and Blue upgraded the same way as their Green was released. So we didn't get a Green version because ours were already updated with the stuff that Green version had on it. Uh, well, that's like a near impossible question to answer. There are 898 Pokemon, roughly. That is a lot to choose from there. And a lot of them are really good. It's probably you like Cloyster, really. I've always kind of had a preference towards like the fire types, to be honest. Um, but like me trying to choose a small group of Pokemon from like the pool of Pokemon that they give you, even if you're just there's one just selecting from like the newer Pokemon. Like it's kind of like walking into a Baskin Robbins with their 32 plus flavors. I'm sure they got more now. And then being like, which one do you want? And it's been like a year or something since you've been to a Baskin Robbins. So you're sitting there going, ah, ah, mm. But I know some of my top favorites are Charizard, Sylveon, Torterra, Blaziken, Cinderace, Sirfetch'd, um, Lapras, Magnezone, Rhyperior, Espeon, Umbreon, um, Delphox, I know, is one of my favorites.
What are you doing?
You know what I'm doing.
Hey. What happened to that little thing that like goes up and down, up and down?
What?
There's that little green thing that goes up and down.
What little ringy thingy that goes up and down?
I meant like you know, like when you not make a sound, you can't hear anything. If you do, then you can hear.
What?
It was right over here, and now this is over here.
Oh, I think I know what you mean. Don't worry about that. I'm not on that screen.
Oh.
What are you doing?
I'm playing with your nose.
Why?
Because.
Can you leave me alone? I'm trying to be boring.
No. Pat, why would I ever be stopping your friends? You can't even breathe.
Yes, I can breathe. I'm just gonna be talking funny. What
There.
are you doing?
I'm covering you. Now you can't breathe.
What?
Ouch.
That's not very nice, you know.
I know. Precious Stop. 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 How do I get up?
Okay, so look. Here's the deal. You can get your Pokemon game
Where is it?
over there.
And it's about to die, as I know. Because
And
I
you can
left
get
it
onto
on.
your Pokemon game. And you can battle me if you want.
There's no way I'm battling you. I have to train before I have to battle you. And besides, look. This
You can charge it.
is about to die. Because I don't know where the charger is. And look.
Again, charge it. If it's low.
But look. I have Pokemon Red and Red.
Yes, I see it.
But I don't see the charger. Where's the charger? Where's the charger?
Mr. Mime!
Was it about to fall?
Mr. Mime doesn't evolve.
How come?
In Generation 1.
And what about in Generation 2?
No, he doesn't gain an evolution until, like,
Generation
8. And even then, it's like it's a Galarian Mr. Mime that evolves into Mr. Rhyme.
Oh, yeah. I love that. You know why?
Why?
Because he can learn a psychic type move.
Mm-hmm.
And besides, I can't find a charger.
This one right here, I guess.
Yeah.
The one obviously not plugged into mine.
How come?
Oh, Pikachu is getting antsy back there from being left behind. Do I have 10 kinds of Pokemon? Yes.
I have way more than 10.
I found a Moonstone.
And besides, go over to here, press on it, and then press on this.
I know how to change themes, Leon.
I thought you never tried.
I know how, I just don't really change themes from what I got it on. So did you want to battle me? Or
No.
not?
All I just wanted to do is play Pokemon and train before I battle you. Because I know you have the strongest Pokemon.
I don't have the strongest Pokemon. I just have most of the Pokemon. Or I've trained all my Pokemon.
Why are you not putting it in like fast motion where it can keep on like going with you?
What?
Okay, never mind. I'm just going into Pokemon Red to train my Pokemon and like. Okay, I need to say something.
Well, actually, I consider myself more of a Pokemon breeder than a Pokemon trainer.
Yeah. Yes. And besides, what is this for? Huh?
That's an old Game Boy Advance.
Oh, that you let me play on it once,
Yes, which I let you try at one point.
which it was way too hard for me, right? Make sure you don't leave your game on. Okay?
What?
Why do you always have to put your thing still on? Even though it could die. It can die if you leave it on.
I know how that works.
I know that too.
Yep, and there is another one up.
Well, you
And now
just
at 51, I'm just 100 Pokemon short of having a full Pokedex.
you have a full Pokédex?
I'm 100 Pokemon short of having a full Pokedex.
What? You have 104 Pokemon to catch.
Yeah, I have about 100 more Pokemon to
Besides,
add to my
I
Pokedex.
caught that one. So. Do you remember passing me that?
No.
Uh-huh.
That's gotta sit there, mister.
Why? Why?
Because my stuff's plugged into it is a good reason.
It's not a good reason for me. I'm not kidding. A cipher. Really? A magic cart. A Rapidash. And my dance. And back to a Charmander. Of course, back to a Charmander. And I only have
Yeah, jeez.
one badge on this person. Only one badge.
I got 3 badges on mine.
I bet you have 0 on yours. This Brock was easy to beat because, well, as you can see.
Diglett everywhere.
You see what I mean?
Yes, I see you have a Warchoggle.
So that's why it was easy to beat Brock.
Hey, I really like the regional variant Pokemon. I wish they do more of those.
What? How did you get this? Huh? How did you get that?
I mean, when you have a metal haircut, you tend to be pretty metal. So,
I don't get it.
of course you don't. You're not meant to get that joke.
So I mean, it was a joke. Just an old boring joke.
No eggs about it. That was a good yolk.
Yoke. What's a yoke?
It's the that little yellow circle in the middle of an egg. That's the yolk.
Yeah. Yeah. Except I hate that part.
That's the good part of the egg. That's the part you want to eat.
I only eat the white part. Do you know why?
No, you eat everything that's in front of you. You don't care what it is.
I care what is. I care what it's.
I mean,
not
you
is.
prefer some other things over certain things, but if you put food in front of you, you eat it.
Just not the yolk.
Yes, you do.
Yeah. I hate the yolk.
No, you don't.
I never eat
You eat
yolk.
yolks like all the time.
No, I just eated it because I didn't want to get embarrassed. Because then I'll just go crying to my room.
No, Clefable's in Gen 1.
You mean Clefairy? Oh wait, is Clefairy in all generations?
Yeah.
Even the 8? And besides, when are we going to get back to Healing Sword?
After we go through all 7 other games.
I was like hoping like right now.
Right, that's why I went back to go catch another Clefairy so I could trade it for the that Mr. Mime. Because in yellow he requires a Clefairy, which is really rare, whereas in red and blue he requires you to trade him an Abra, which is less rare than a Clefairy, but much better than a Clefairy.
I have a Jigglypuff.
Mm-hmm. I do too.
In this version.
In the main version I am playing,
You do?
I got a Jigglypuff. And it's probably stronger than your Jigglypuff.
How come?
Because I actually trained my Pokemon.
Is that like level 6? She was just not talking.
I think she was just checking on you.
Oh.
Because usually when you're quiet, people are suspecting that you're causing trouble.
Well, which I'm not.
But you usually are when you're being quiet.
Yeah, I'm right. Yep.
Yeah, the Let's Go games are really good. What I've been trying to do is actually I started up on a separate Switch profile, a foreign language
now.
Let's Go.
Or not.
I'll worry about going back and getting the Aerodactyl fossil later. So I can get to the point where I can farm Ditto, and then get a really high IV Ditto, and then transfer it over to Sword and Shield.
Look, I have a water type move.
That's foreign. That way I can Masuda method it.
It's a good thing that I have a water type move.
While fighting a bird.
Yeah. What? Birds don't like water, but in real life they do, right? Right, Daddy? Okay. At least.
Flying types are not weak to water.
Oh. I know they're weak to fire and
No,
electric.
flying types are not weak to fire.
Yes, they are.
No, they are not.
Trust me, I watched the movie when the bird died in fire.
I love the wild area. I wish there was more wild area, to be honest. Like it was bigger, more expansive.
Nothing can beat my my old boy Jigglypuff. Or can it?
But it was pretty big, though. Plus, the DLCs for it added in a lot more area space for that too, and a lot more in terms of diverse ecosystems.
As it's
Yeah, I
still
understand.
free. It's
Um,
I did not get it.
Yeah, the thing with the DLCs is it kind of cut out the fact that they used to make a third game.
I did not get it, Daddy. Look.
I don't know why you gave Jigglypuff water gun.
Well, it still works. Why?
I mean, yes, it works, but it's not a very good move on Jigglypuff.
Yeah, I know. But it had to learn it.
No, it didn't.
Yes, it did. And yep. I knew it was going to be out for saying nope. Why did I forget it was going to die? I always forget it's going to die. I'll take some of these. What?
Leave those alone.
I'll do it. Why does it keep on doing that?
Because you're pulling a little far to the side there. But yeah, I like that they essentially eliminated a full third game for the set.
Okay, Zubat, I choose you. Which is a level 10.
Which, don't get me, I love the third games. But in a way, I also think this is better, so you're not paying for a whole other game, and nor are you forced to start over. But at the same time, I kind of do miss, getting to start over at that point. But one of the great things about it was, like, the first DLC allowed you to access it at any time. Well, hopefully that should be this year. They do have a direct coming up on, like, what is it? One day is the 27th.
Dang it. Sorry. I had to say it. I'm just super mad that it didn't level up.
And that's probably going to be one of their big announcements, is that they're going to be doing Diamond and Pearl remakes. Because it's been about time for it. It's been on the this is next in line for a while.
A nice old Jigglypuff. Nothing can be a Jigglypuff.
A lot of things can beat Jigglypuff.
Like a water type.
A lot of things can beat a Jigglypuff.
What about a water type? Does that work?
A lot of things work on Jigglypuff. Not all of them are super effective, but a lot of things work on Jigglypuff. I mean, Jigglypuff has gotten better since it became a fairy type also, but...
And water beats fairy. I know water beats fairy.
No.
Yes, it does.
Steel and poison beat fairy.
I don't get it. But guess what? Great to my special ingredients. They fell to Squirtle. Okay. I don't get it. Yeah. I'm just going to switch some things up.
I keep forgetting that levels in Pokemon Yellow are always higher. Like, the game is just more difficult all around.
Level 10.
And red and blue were.
Which? Yes, we know. Which? Mhm. Which?
Like, I think that it'd be neat if that for the Gen 4 remakes, though, they turn Mount Coronat into a wild area.
Which?
Because it makes sense for it to have all the different kind of ecosystems on it and everything.
Which?
Because, you know, it's a mountain and that's what mountains do, or it's various ecosystems.
Do I have any questions?
Including probably housing like an underwater section.
Thanks for saving the game. But no. I did not want to say that. Stay up. Stay up. Why does it not want to stay up?
Because you keep pulling on it.
Well, no, I'm not.
There you are.
No, I'm not. Yeah.
Now you're fiddling with it.
See? Well, let's keep on doing that. How do I use these? How do I use these?
It only works on poison Pokemon.
Or attack that has some poison?
No, when you use it, if a Pokemon is poisoned, it cures them of poison.
But none of them are poison.
Yeah, none of them are poisoned, so it doesn't do you any good. Alright, that'll probably be it for this stream. I will see you all on the next What Does the Fox Play with Phoenix Firestar. Have a good night.
Bye.